Hello, my name is Kevin Garmendia, and this is my recommendation report presentation on solar or wind energy as fossil fuel alternatives. First, let's look at the problem. What is the problem of fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are one of the main sources of generating electricity around the world, and the problem is that they're non renewable. They're eventually going to run out, so we need alternatives to outsource them. So I'm proposing two solutions. We either go with solar panels or we go with wind turbines. They're the best options so far. So what are some of the consequences first? Let's look at the consequences of continuing to use fossil fuels. So first, we have fracking, we have oil spills, we have climate change, we have air pollution, we have the energy demand that is always going up, and the fossil fuel supply is not going to be there forever. So that is a big issue that we have to tackle right now, and it's a very important problem. The EIA estimates that by 2050, the worldwide energy usage is going to go up by 50%. And all this is just double the amount that the demand is right now. So this has to come from somewhere, and fossil fuels are not going to be there forever. Therefore, we need an option to replace them. So here's where solar and wind come into play, because these are the solutions that they're renewable and they're not really going to run out and they're really not contaminating, just like fossil fuels is doing. So for that, I have two criteria to determine which one would be the best option moving forward. First is cost effectiveness, and this one is weighed more because many people, based on the cost, will make their decision. So cost is a very, very big driving factor. What is the cost of manufacturing this and buying this product? And the other one is benefit impact. We want to see what are the benefits of this technology and the impacts of it, right? So what is cost effectiveness? Cost effectiveness is basically the cost of manufacture versus the capacity, the effectiveness, and how much is increasing. So we want to look at how much it costs me to get this versus how much people are investing in it, how effective it's getting, and how is the capacity increasing. So first, for wind turbines in 2017, they increased 10% in capacity. 10% in 1 year. 1 year, 10%. Think about it. People are investing a lot in wind turbines. And then we have their construction costs. The construction costs have dropped in 13% in 7 years. In the last 7 years, the cost of manufacture for a wind turbine has dropped 13%. Think about it. They have very good trends in their favor. Wind, it has a lot going for it. And also, one of the biggest driving factors is that the cost to produce 1 megawatt hour of energy is $45. $45. But look at solar. Let's look at solar for a moment. What about solar? You're like, well, is solar better? Is it worse? Well, if you look at the trends for solar, the cost of manufacture, instead of dropping 13, this one has dropped 37%. 37%. And the capacity for solar in the last year increased 20%. So 10% more in capacity that increased than wind. And it also dropped in the last 7 years 37%. Instead of 13 that wind turbines decreased, it was 37%. However, the downside is that the solar panels, the cost to produce 1 megawatt hour of energy is $50. So it's cheaper right now to have wind turbines, not solar. However, the trends indicate that very, very soon solar panels are going to be the leading edge in electricity generation. So let's look at some trends in cost. Look at first natural gas. Natural gas has basically plateaued, right? It's not going up, it's not really going down, it's kind of in there. But if you look at the manufacturing cost for the renewables, here and here, look at wind energy. Wind energy is definitely going down. The price is going down. It's very soon going to catch up with natural gas. And then if you look at solar panels, this one has definitely going down like a very, very, very high rate. So think about it. Very soon, solar panels indicated by just the cost, not investing, not efficiency, just the cost. Solar panels are definitely going to be the cheapest option around. And if you think about all the research that is going into it, how they're increasing in effectiveness, this is definitely going to be one of the best options moving forward. So the clear winner here is solar for cost effectiveness based on their future cost, the trends, and how its effectiveness is increasing. Then we looked at benefit impact. First, we look at benefit. Benefit is everything that has a positive effect on the environment from applying this technology, and impact is everything that affects the environment from this technology. So this doesn't include the impact doesn't include anything positive, just all the negative impacts, the footprints that some people call it, or the socioeconomic impact. So if we looked at the benefits, one of the benefits is that it's zero waste. It doesn't generate any waste to create electricity based on wind energy because it's just the wind. The other one is real estate value. The real estate value actually is proven to go up in people that own wind turbines. And then there's cattle. If you own a farm and you're thinking about buying wind turbines, there's a lot of studies saying that like there's no evidence showing that wind turbines affect cattle. So to maximize the area, you can have wind farms and actual cattle farms. You can have livestock grown side by side, and there shouldn't be a problem. However, there's some impact regarding bats and birds. So if you look at the impacts in here, so for bat and birds, there's a lot of evidence showing at how it's a constant threat to species, because at the end of the day, these are fan blades that are spinning. So that is a big problem. And the other one is that to create a wind turbine, it consumes a lot of resources: water, a lot of concrete, a lot of steel. So it's very resource intensive to create each of these units. Here's a map of the United States that you can see where most of the projects up to 2018 of wind turbines are, and most of them are in the center of the United States. And there's a reason for that. It's because the center of the United States is very windy. So this is a very, very good thing for wind energy. But it's also a problem because they're location dependent. You can only put them in places that are very windy. If you look at solar has the advantage that there's some places like the state of Pennsylvania that offers a 30% tax credit for the people that install a solar panel in their houses. So that is already an incentive from this government and many others, because there's also countries in the European Union that are doing this as well. So if you think about it, many people, many individuals are just going to go and put this just because of this incentive in tax credit. And then it contributes $18 billion to the US economy every year. And the third thing, the most important of all, is that if this were to replace fossil fuels, it would create 300,000 jobs. This is 3 times more jobs than the fossil fuel industry provides at the moment. So just these are all benefits from incorporating solar energy. So this is the clear winner. Like solar energy is the clear winner for benefit impact criteria. So in conclusion, it's definitely worth it to invest in solar panels as um, the clear technology moving forward. For more information, you can contact me here. And here are my references if you want to know more about the topic. Thank you for your attention.